the police have finally decided to maybe come do something. And it appears to be the same officer we had just earlier. E10 was his badge number.
My boss said he's go ahead.
Get your ass over there!
And I'm assuming this gentleman right here is the owner of the abandoned RV.
Hey Cody, do they have water?
Yeah, they got food and water.
We were out here frantically eating snow.
Oh,
Hey, you can go over there, dude.
I'm on.
You're in the middle of my investigation. Go over there.
I'll obey.
Okay,
Halo law and be
go over
25 feet away,
You're
sir.
bugging me?
I am on private
You're like
property,
in the
sir.
middle of this. Get over there.
Sir, I am on private property. I am filming the police in their duties.
Situation. I understand that.
Sir, you told
You
me to
got
make
it.
sure I had video. That's not my boss.
I'm here. I have video right
Yes, I am recording the officers in their duties.
For fuck's sakes, you could do your job. Oh my.
Yeah. Okay. Give me your ID. You're getting it. How do you get out of this?
They blasted a hole in the floor. Damn knucklehead.
Then you can't in the city limits. You know that, right? So you gotta figure something out. This is not sustainable. And these guys aren't gonna leave you alone until you're in prison. You understand that?
Yeah.
They want me to charge you with a felony. Yeah, they're doing every single thing possible to get you put in prison for the way. So I would get away from them as fast as possible.
Yeah, it would suck to have frozen dogs come springtime. Seems the officer is more concerned about protecting the guy committing the crime than upholding the law. Yeah, sorry guys, I am shivering. It is, like I said, it is very cold out tonight, and again, those dogs, no heat. They've been like that for a minute. Really unprofessional also how the officer tried to violate my First Amendment right by telling me to stand elsewhere while I am on private property recording the officer in the course of his duties. He was in the wrong on multiple scenarios there. And we'll see how long it takes him to write this ticket, because so far he's just staring at his CAD, probably on the phone with somebody, hopefully a supervisor. Maybe supervisor can educate him on what should actually be happening here. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it does look like he's on the phone, so hopefully that is with a supervisor. Getting some clarity. Hopefully again, hopefully. Man, my tax dollar sure did buy them a nice truck. Uh-oh, looks like he forgot his password. They should probably have privacy screens on their screens as well so that I can't see this, because if I wanted to, I could get closer and see what he's typing in. Privacy screens would help minimize that. So at the very least, I can see how many characters it was. Also, kudos on transparency for not having the front windows tinted, even though they legally could have them tinted, and a lot of police departments do. Some even tint them darker than they're allowed to. So I will give us props for not being excessive on the front window tint. Looks like we've got another officer coming now. Hopefully that'll be his supervisor. If not, honestly, that's quite the waste of our city resources, since all they're even willing to do is a simple ticket, even though there are 5 felonies happening right here.
Filming me?
I sure am. Good evening.
Filmed? Awesome.
It hasn't happened, dang.
I mean, I'm the best looking one here, but
So far, yeah. Could I get your name and badge number real quick?
my name's Officer Chief. We actually don't have badge numbers.
You don't?
Radio call signs and lines.
Oh, that'd be...
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm just asking this here officer to identify himself to a member of the public. I'm sure it's in your guys' policy book to do so.
All right, well, I'm out of here.
All right, would I be able to get that badge number before you go, or a call number?
Have a good day.
All righty, I got your name. I'll be putting that in the report as well. Great service to the community from our officers.
He wouldn't listen to me or they said just let whoever.
Oh, hey, he's yelling. Oh, no, okay. Now we're going to get to witness some more felonies being committed, even though the officers here would not do anything about that.
We tried to tell the officer that.
Sure do got nice trucks. And you see how he had a great attitude when he showed up. And then E10 over there, the sergeant, he, shit trickles downhill. So if he's bad, it makes the rest of them bad. So it seems that we need to try to get some change from the top so that it can go downhill to where it belongs. One 8987. These are very, very unprofessional officers. Like, this guy hasn't even begun writing a ticket yet. I mean, I guess this is very, very complicated misdemeanor ticket to be writing. I wonder how long the traffic stops take. Like, the officer was about to give me his radio number and then didn't because this officer told him he'd already talked to me and I'm just trying to cause problems. So we'll get a copy of that policy book and we'll check and see if it's in there. If so, that'll be a separate complaint form that we're going to file on top of about 4 others so far. Well, 4 for this one, only 1 for the other guy. At least we got his name before he changed his attitude. That just doesn't make sense. He was about to identify and then changed his mind. Like, this guy's got a real ego and he needs to have it checked. We're going to go down tomorrow. We're going to get his record. Well, we're going to put in a request for his record, any complaints that he has had filed against him, how much we are paying him every year to have this attitude with us. I almost guarantee it's 6 figures. He thinks he's better than us because he has a badge, the Blue Line Gang, and they sure demonstrated what they can do today. And again, this officer tried to tell me to leave and stop recording him when I'm on private property. So he thinks he can tell me to leave private property for not breaking the law, but he can't tell the guy who's been breaking the law for 6 months to leave the property. Very interesting. This guy's got a real ego on him. And again, look how far we are into writing this ticket. Like, he's had this guy detained for about 20 minutes now, hasn't even started writing the ticket. This is almost a de facto arrest. He's really pushing the limits. Thank you. Yeah, he's a real cock. He's had you detained for almost 20 minutes now just to write a ticket. You know, after a certain amount of time, a detainment becomes a de facto arrest. Yeah. And then that's when it's violating your Fourth Amendment rights. But I'm not sure these officers know about that.
Hey, do you want to come sit in the back?
Me? I sure don't. Him? Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, this detainment's quite long. I'd almost consider this a de facto arrest with how long it's taking to write a simple citation. We're at like 20 minutes now. He hasn't even logged in to write a ticket. Yeah, this is seeming like a Fourth Amendment violation. He is now under de facto arrest because of how long the detainment has been. Maybe you should have had the officer who was just here right before you dismissed him. But, you know, that's thinking. You get paid 6 figures to think. You should be able to think a little better. Oh, hey, he's back. Maybe you can have him write the ticket. He's right there. That would sure get this citizen along their way a little faster. He might need you to write the ticket for him. His computer's not working. How convenient. Nope. Let's not have the other officer write the ticket for him. Let's have the other officer leave and continue to detain the gentleman and violate his Fourth Amendment rights. Like, let's see if we can keep this ticket under an hour to write. There you go. Create your privacy, buddy. I mean, I only seen you type it in like 3 times before that. I'm not sure, maybe all these pop-ups on the top of the screen are the errors that he's having. In case anything's brought up later, I am at least 8 feet, maybe 10 feet away from the vehicle. At no point have I been even within 6 feet of his persons unless he walked up on me. And again, it's below freezing, and this guy's had had this gentleman out here detained for over almost half an hour now for a misdemeanor ticket. Told the other officer that came up that he did not have to interact with me. Other officer was being perfectly nice, like super nice. That would have been a great interaction if this officer, E10 here, hadn't intervened. Like, that would have been a desirable interaction. I would have gave you guys a thumbs up. That started off real good. And then this guy, because he's got some stripes, thinks he knows better, and it's on the other officers to violate policy and not identify or be cordial to the public. Yep, just sitting there snacking away in your nice warm vehicle while you detain this guy out here for over half an hour. Oh no, that looks like something he doesn't want me to see. If I can see it from public, I can record it. You cannot trespass the eyes. See, I think as a backup option, officers should have the old school carbon triple copy paper as an option. Again, for backups, because technology is not always reliable. That pen and paper, it almost always works. Instead of detaining the public for extended periods of time because you want to take the easiest, laziest way you can.